Hello people, today is March 3rd, 2009, and exactly 6 years ago, I had an idea. I was 14 years old, it was 9:55 p.m. at night, and I was staring at the ceiling, thinking of a completely different story that I was working on at the time, and all of a sudden, I had an idea. I imagined a boy and a banker sitting on a rooftop, and they were waiting for a burglar to come. Immediately, I knew the story, I knew the burglar was coming to get the boy, I knew the boy's name was Bran, and I immediately got up and wrote down here in my old journal from 2003 that I was having a brand new idea. I'm very happy that I did, because you can actually see where it says 3-3-03, which is the day that I had the idea. Little did I know that 6 years later, the book would actually be coming out and be published. These are the first 7 notebooks that I wrote the book in, right here. I plotted out bits and pieces of it. These are different magics. This here is talking about different books and stories, more important stuff. And all of these are full of it. Like there's tons and tons of writing inside of these where I plotted out the books piece by piece and slowly formed the actual story. This here is this is part of the plot from 2003. This is March 16th, where I plotted out what was coming up, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, like a grid, to where I knew what was going to happen. All of this is exactly the same, except it's kind of been moved around. It's no longer in chapter 2, I think it's more of chapter 7 now. Obviously didn't like this one. We'll go over here. This is another box of writing here, all my different old notebooks. Oh, and look, an old hardcover copy that I printed up. I would fill up drawers full of papers, I would fill up boxes. This is all old drafts. Some drawings here that I did. This here is the complete manuscript of the Farfield Curse. These pages represent most of my teenage life. This is the first draft of the book. It's very large. I really enjoyed designing covers for the book. I don't know why, I was always doing that type of thing. I went through so many covers and titles for this story. In the beginning, it was just called Bran Hambric. I wrote 163,000 words in 6 months that year, because I just had to get the story out. I couldn't wait to see the book in print, so I actually went online to a website that does book printings and printed up copies for myself. See? Actual bound copies. And I designed everything myself. I made my own cover and the spine. This was the old title of the book. First it was called Bran Hambric, and then later on I changed the title to Bran Hambric, the Farfield Plot, and then after that I figured that the Farfield Curse was a much better title. And I know you're probably wondering, why is he going on about all this? Why is he showing us all of this stuff in his journals? Well, this was my dream. This was what I always wanted, and somehow it all worked out. The book comes out fall of this year, 2009, and actually I'll be posting up all sorts of stuff leading up to the release. I'm also giving away preview chapters at the beginning of the book, probably about the first 50 pages, which you can download from my website for free. There's gonna be tons of stuff that happens over the next 6 months. We have the book cover, we have the release date, and I will be posting all of that to my channel and to my blog. I hope you guys will check out the preview chapters, and I hope that you'll enjoy the book whenever it comes out later on this year.